Guineas, I think, is being offered. Dakini. Ritual cake and necklace offered to the Dakinis of the lotus lineage. Acknowledging the Master. May you stay steadfast on this line through, so that we may accumulate merit lineage, which is the purified state of attachment. It performs the activity, spiritual activity of subjugation or overpowering the evil. Accept this offering of the five sensual objects, containing the five sensual objects, sense objects. Obstacles of the fire element and the transformation of the affliction of attachment, and grant the empowerment of the lotus lineage, longevity, and the wisdom of discrimination, individual discrimination. Please remain steadfast, unwavering, unchanging, indestructibly. Dakinis are offered the Dakini of the activity. Together with her entourage are offered the Torma, ritual cake. Your body, which never is insatiable, it's a feast for the eyes, the Vajra body. May it remain indestructible, steadfast on the high throne, as a nectar for the eyes of sentient beings. May you live for 100 eons unchanged. And your speech, which speaks to the multitude of sentient beings in their own languages, gives teachings and oceans of teachings. May you live for 100 eons unchanged. Your mind, free from the four extremes, naturally, and has the nature of innate nature of clarity, and is the ultimate path of the union of emptiness and wisdom. Is the Vajra concentration, unwavering concentration, may you live long, for 100 eons, unchanged. The Dakini and her entourage are offered the ritual cake. Buddha Dakini Saparivari Dambardaka Kai Kai. This mantra, Buddha Dakini and her entourage are offered karma and so forth, and then offering of the drinking water, flower, incense, lamp, music, perfume, scent, perfume, karma, music, and so forth. Varatakai, 5 nectars are offered. Purified stage with the lineage deity who performs the enlightened deeds effortlessly, spontaneously, together with her entourage. Please accept this offering of the 5 sense objects contained in the torma, the offering torma. The Dakini of the central area. The element of space and the affliction of ignorance transform, get rid of all the obstacles for their transformation. And may transform into, may you bless or bestow us the long life initiation, the spontaneous long life initiation through the Dharmadhatu wisdom. May you live long, unchanging, indestructibly. Appearing yet empty, great bliss, indestructible Vajra body, with the adornments of the 32 major marks and 80 minor signs adorning your body, and you are the embodiment of all the Buddha's emanation. May you live eternally without changing in your Vajra body. The nature of emptiness, the Vajra Guru sits on the throne, lifted up by lines and marked with Vajra, the adamantine rock. From three syllable arises the Vajra master in the appearance of Amitabhus, white in color, one face and two hands, holding long life, longevity vase, embraced by his consort Bandara, in union with him. Sarvasiddhi Vajra Ayushya Ayukya from Sukhavati paradise, the master of the deities, who is Lord of immortality, Amitabhus. Now is the time. Please grant the longevity, life of immortality, spiritual feet. Ambeza Guru, Padmayu Yana, Sarvasiddhini, Drum Humza, Benza Yuke Swaha. From the 8 places of the Jambudvipa, this planet, the glorious Buddha, born from lotus, Padma Sambhava. It's time now. Please grant the spiritual feat of immortality of life. Om Vajra Guru Padma Yujana Sarvasiddhini Drum Humza Benza Yuke Sura. And from the paradise of the Vidyadharas of longevity, with the pure 3 lineages or awarenesses, Tatma Sambhava, it's time for you. Please bestow the spiritual feat of immortality of life. Of deathlessness. The paradise of longevity of the Vidyadharas, the great scholar, holding the great illusory nature, Lodin Chokse, it's your time, please grant the siddhi of deathlessness of life. From the paradise of longevity of the Vidyadharas, the great powerful Chakravartin, wheel-turning monarch. Bema Gelpo, it's time for you. Please bestow the siddhi of immortality or deathlessness. And from the paradise of longevity of the Vidyadharas, as beautiful as the morning sunrise, the sun is about to rise from behind the mountains. Nimavizir, it's time, your time. Please bless, grant the siddhi of deathlessness. And next is prayer to Tuchinden, which means the great Shakyamuni. She is powerful. Shakyasenge, it's your time. Please grant the siddhi of deathlessness. And from the paradise of the longevity of Vidyadharas, the one who proclaims with the lion's roar the teaching of selflessness, Singidadok, it's your time. Please grant the siddhi of deathlessness. And then the next prayers are referred to Dojitolu. These are the 8 manifestations of Guru Padmasambhava. Dojitolu. And next is Kondro, the concert of Guru Padmasambhava. And then Sangye Ngada. Silnun Shetzil. So these great masters are invoked to confer the blessing for longevity and deathlessness. And last is a prayer to the host of deities of longevity. From the paradise of longevity of Vidyadharas, the knowledge holders, who reside within the broad or vast mandala, great mandala. These talk offerings are now offered to the Vajra Master for his long life. So now the mandala offering by the chant master of Namgyal Monastery, assisted by two Namgyal Monastery monks. So the mandala offering says Om Vajrabhumi Ahum for His Holiness the Dalai Lama to live long as the Lord of the teaching of the Buddha and the guardian of sentient beings. We offer this pure ram to you, complete master of doctrine, refuge and protector, Lord of the conqueror, omniscient and all-seeing one, glorious and noble Lord Jambengao. In to request you to live long. The foundation of is quite pure and of vast strength. The ground is gold. The boundary is a ring of iron on mountains encircling the syllable Hum. Here are Sumeru, king of mountains, in the center, in the east, Purva Videha, in the south, Jambudveba, in the west, Apara Godania, in the north, Uttarakuru, to the east, Deha and Videha, to the south, Chamara and Upper Chamara, to the west, Shata and Uttara Mantrina, to the north, Kurav and Korav. Here are the jewel mountain, the wishing tree, the bountiful cow, the spontaneous harvest, the precious wheel, the precious jewel, the precious queen, the precious minister, precious elephant, the marvelous and precious horse, and the precious general, and the vase of great wealth. Here are the lady of charm, the lady of garland, the lady of song, lady of dance, lady of flowers, the lady of incense, lady of lamps, the lady of perfume. Here are the sun and moon. Here are the jeweled canopy and the banner of universal victory. In the center is the bountiful wealth of gods and men. All these pleasing offerings, pure, perfect, and complete, we offer to you, gracious root teacher, together with all the glorious and sacred teachers of the lineage. In particular, we offer these pure realms to you, complete master of doctrine, refuge and protector, Lord of the conquerors, omniscient and all-seeing one, glorious and noble Lord, JIN TENZIN GYATSO I, in order to request you to live for 100 eons. Accept it with compassion for the sake of all beings, and accepting it grant us your blessings. This ground is purified with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned by Sumeru, the 4 continents, and the sun and the moon. Thinking of it as a blessed Buddha field, we offer it. May all beings enjoy the happiness of the perfectly pure Buddha field. ZHIN Embodiment of all the Buddhas of the three times. The abbot of Namgyal Monastery offers the scripture, His Holiness. Next, he's offering a stupa representing the Buddha's mind or heart. Scripture represents Buddha's speech, and Buddha's statue represents Buddha's body. These are offerings for the different enlightened activities, such as empowering ones, the subjugating wrathful actions, or fearful actions, and peaceful ones, as well as the extensive activities. Seven royal emblems are offered to remain sovereign lord of the teaching of the Buddha for the benefit of sentient beings. Next is the offering of 7 auspicious substances. Long life prayer for His Holiness the Dalai Lama, composed by the previous Zongsar Khyentse Jamyang Khyentse Chögyal Lodru Rinpoche. The former secretaries of the CTA, former Kalyan, and now next is Gyabje Kamju Rinpoche, Reverend Jamyang Tendrup, the former Secretary of the Religion and Culture Department, family also former cabinet minister, Mr. Tempasiringwa, Mrs. Zamkar, she was former cabinet minister, education department, and then former secretary. His Holiness's niece, Khandra Changzutang. Deshi Wongdila, former your legs are long, you have long legs, fit for dancing. He's always joking with him. Mr. Ngoto, former Kalun. Former Kalun. And Mrs. Jijun Pemala and former Kalun Tsering Dendubla, who is now the secretary at the Office of His Holiness. And this is a former martial arts master, Jigme Wangil. This long life prayer of His Holiness Dalai Lama, composed by his two tutors, Gyabje Yongzin Ling Rinpoche and Gyabje Yongzin Chijang Rinpoche. So this long life prayer invokes the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, Daka Stakinis, meditation deities, Daka Stakinis, the Lama, and then says with and having invoked the lamas, Idam meditation deities, Buddhas, Dakas and Dakinis, with an inseparable knot fixed on your hair, referring to the protected deities of the Dharma as seal of your commission from Vajradhara, skilled in guarding the doctrine and its holders. O oceans of Dharma protectors with wisdom eyes, to you we make request with intense longing, grant inspiration that Tenzin Gyatso, the Lord of the land of snows, may live 100 years unperishing, and in his aims to be achieved, and his aims be achieved of themselves. So by virtue of this request to the non-deceptive supreme refuges, with intense heartfelt devotion, may the sole protector of the land of snow beings, snowland beings, erected by the degenerate ages, ceaseless tortures, exalted to Nawan Love Sant Tenzin Gyatso, His Holiness Dalai Lama, his three secret, unaltered, unchanging, non-declining, stay forever firm on this throne of quite indestructible Vajra essence, for oceans of eons unshakable, just as he wishes, he who bears on his brave shoulders the burden of all the infinite conqueror's deeds, with the essence of the jewels that benefits all by powerful divine actions may it happen spontaneously. May the fortunate eon age of perfection sky door, thus free beings always into the refreshing spring of the sages' doctrines, increasing in all times and places. May lucky signs spread to samsaras and nirvana's peaks. Let your stream of inspiring nectar, lotus bearer, ripen forever as courage in myself and others. Pleased with our offerings of practice as taught, let us traverse the ocean of supreme conduct of all good. By the power of the conquerors and their marvelous children's inspiration, the non-deceptive truth of dependent arising, and our pure special intention, may all wished for aims be accomplished quickly and easily. So from the organizers of this long life prayer offering to His Holiness Dalai Lama, remembering in his kindness in gratitude, and so the organizers have composed a song, and this is the debut of this song being sung by the Tibetan Performing Arts Institute in Dharamsala. Lyrics by the former staff members of CTA. Praise to His Holiness. Line said, may you take us throughout our lifetimes under your wings and guide us. promised to lead beings of snowland who are tortured, crushed by our enemies. Please lead us. Thank you. Prayer. So before we do the Thanksgiving mandala offering, I wish to speak a few words. As I already explained earlier, we, for the sake of our Tibetan cause and the Tibetan spiritual tradition, those who have served them with their body, speech, and minds, the three doors. So in this life, for your long life, those who are offering this long life offering, and also to have a meaningful life, of course, this depends on your own experience, as it is also found in the text for the long life. So I have also made the determination, I always make the determination to live long, which I also did today as well, making the determination. Trishul Rinpoche, who was one of my teachers, he was telling me, used to tell me that I should live like Tangdong Gyalpo. He lived 125 years. That's perhaps difficult for me. And I have also many good friends, meditators, who tell me that Benjamin Lobsang Chogyam lived 108 years. And so they also aspire for me to live 108. I don't know about that, but 108, but I think that I may live in my 90s, into my 90s, or around 100. So there are signs and indications that I may be able to live that long, around in my 90s, into my 90s, or around 100. So I always make prayers for the benefit of sentient beings and the Dharma. As long as space remains, as long as sentient beings endure, may I too remain to liberate sentient beings from their suffering. And so I've been able to help many people, including Tibetans. So if I could live longer, I would be able to serve more sentient beings and the teaching of the Buddha, so that it may be revived in those places which it had spread but declined, and that it could be spread, that it could spread to other countries where it has not spread, as Tsongkhapa made this prayer, moved by compassion. So rather than doing what is practical in this life that I could do to serve sentient beings and the Dharma, and just aspired for another life, I mean, that may not be practical. And so I hope to live around 90 and around 100, and that's my determination. And so now make the offering of mandala, Thanksgiving mandala offering. So the Master, who is indivisible, from Vajradhara, the Master of the complete teaching of the Buddha, refuge and object, protector, Lord of conquerors, omniscient and the all-seeing one, glorious and noble Lord, KIND TENZIN GYATSO, we offer these mandala in gratitude for having excellently received from your lips these your profound consent or agreement to live for a long life as the Lord of sentient beings and the teaching of the Buddha. The foundation, the base is quite pure and of vast strength. The ground is of gold. The boundary is a ring of iron mountains encircling the syllable And then in the center is Sumeru, the king of mountains. In the east, Videha. In the south, Jambudvipa. In the west, Apara Godania. And in the north, Uttarakuru. To the east, to the two sides of the Videha, there's Deha and Videha, and to the two sides of the southern continent, Chamara and Apara Chamara, to the two sides of the two western continent, the Shata and Uttara Mantrina, to the two sides of the northern continent, Gaurava and Gaurav. Here are the jewel mountains, the wishing jewel, the bountiful cow, the spontaneous harvest, the precious wheel, jewel queen, precious minister, precious elephant, marvelous and precious horse, precious general, and the vase of the great wealth. Here is the lady of charm, the ladies of charm, garland, song, dance, flowers, lamp, perfume. Here are the sun and the moon, here are the jewel canopy and the banner of universal canopy, victory. In the center is the all bountiful wealth of gods and men. All these pleasing offerings, pure, perfect, and complete, we offer to you, gracious root teacher, together with all the glorious and we offer these pure rams to you, complete master of the complete doctrine, refuge and protector, Lord of the conquerors, omniscient and all-seeing, glorious and noble, in gratitude for having accepted to live for hundreds of eons for the sake of as the Lord of the Dharma and sentient beings. Please accept it with your compassion and accepting it, grant us your blessings. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with monk mirror, is 4 continents, the sun and the moon. Thinking of it as a blessed Buddha field, we offer it to you. May all sentient beings enjoy the perfect perfectly pure Buddha field. In the celestial realm, encircled by snow peaks, you are the source of every happiness and benefit. Tenzin Gyatso, overlook the shore in person. May your lotus feet remain firm for 100 eons. So former elder staff members receiving blessings. Former drivers also receiving blessings from His Holiness. This is a prayer to АМИТНЫ. Former security guard of His Holiness, Chief of Security. This is a prayer for the flourishing of the teaching of the Buddha in an ecumenical fashion. Written by His Holiness the Dalai Lama. The sage's song of truth, a prayer that the Buddha's teachings may spread without sectarianism. Embodiment of the four kayas, Guru Buddha-Bodi's omniscient friend of the sun, Shakyamuni, measureless life and light, Amita use. Avalokiteshvara Manjushri Vajrapani, frowning Tara, Kronkaras and assembly of Bodhisattvas, the seven great successors of the Buddha, the six ornaments and two supreme ones, 80 Mahasiddhas, 16 elders, and all whose only thought is to benefit the teachings and beings, sublime beings. All you Bodhisattvas, hear our prayer. For countless eons, the Supreme Muni, Shakyamuni, perfectly completing the accumulation of merit and wisdom, reached ultimate omniscience and compassion and ability. By the power of this truth, may the conqueror's doctrine in its entirety long remain resplendent. The first to open the way for the Buddha's teaching to light up the land of snow mountains, the abbot, master, and Dharma king, translators, panditas, vidyadharas, the 25 disciples, lord and subjects, by the power of the bodhicitta power, vows, may the conqueror's doctrine in the land of snow long remain resplendent. Within the vast teachings canopy of jewels is the great treasure of the profound practice teachings, glittering with the brilliant rays of the profound and vast heart essence. May the conqueror's doctrine in the land of snows long remain resplendent. In the vast expanse of the primordial purity of radiant light, all phenomena of samsara nirvana are perfectly included. This, the peak of all vehicles, is the means leading to Samandabhadra's primordial citadel. May the conqueror's doctrine in the land of snow long remain resplendent. The lineage of profound view and vast practice, the entire teaching, treasure of instructions of which Atisha was the master, is the teaching tradition coming through Dom Gyalwe Jungnem. May the conqueror's doctrine in the land of snow long remain resplendent. The conqueror's words, collected in the three baskets, set out as instructions for the three capacities of beings, is the golden rosary of the Kadam tradition with its 7 deities and teachings. May the conqueror's doctrine in the land of snows long remain resplendent. From the translator Marpa Shebe Doje and the rest, the Kagyu treasury of jewels is a source of blessings. So this prayer goes through the Nyingma, Kagyu, Kadam, Kagyu, Sakya, and Geluk traditions, and then praise that the conqueror's doctrine in the land of snows long remain resplendent. The teachings closely, and then it goes through practicing the system of explanation and equality in other sutras and tantras, the combined Buddhan and Jowa tradition, Jonang traditions, transmit the teachings of realization of the outer inner and alternate color chakra. May the conqueror's doctrine in the land of snow long remain splendid. In short, may the teachings of the 10 great pillars of explanation and the chariots of the practice lineage in general, Shije and the rest, rich with many pith instructions combining sutra and tantra, the conqueror's doctrine in the land of snow long remain resplendent. May the Sugats and the Sangha of those who hold the doctrine live long and in harmony and preserve the teachings by means of the three wheels. May people with confidence in the doctrine fill the whole world, and may the conqueror's non-sectarian doctrine long remain resplendent. Throughout the world, may war and conflict, famine, and violent thoughts and deeds never even be heard of. May sentient beings have loving kindness, and may the good of the world and its inhabitants increase. May all directions be pervaded by an ocean of happiness and joy. From now on, may I too strive only to study, reflect, and meditate on the vast bodhicitta and the profound view, the entire path of teaching, and swiftly traverse levels of temporary and eternal happiness for the sake of beings throughout the very limits of space. May I, without ever being downcast, negatively inclined or lazy, but with the joy of confidence and aspiration, engage in the pleasing practice of the Muni and the Bodhisattvas. May my body, all my wealth and virtuous actions become the causes of happiness, and for all my mothers, and may the suffering of all of them, whatever they may be, all entirely ripen in myself. May all who see, hear, think of it, or trust me enjoy the benefits of well-being and happiness, and may those who slander, mistreat, or disparage me all have the fortune to encounter the path of it, to enlightenment. In short, as long as space endures, as long as there are suffering beings to be found, may I continue likewise to remain, so that directly or indirectly I may be the very one to bring them help and happiness. And next is the prayer for the flourishing of the teaching, which recounts the past lives of the Buddha himself, where he pursued the teachings received and practiced them, in the process accumulating merit and purifying negativities. Concluding prayer, invoking the auspiciousness of the three jewels, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. These words of truth. The prayer of true words. Namo Ratnatraya, homage to the three jewels, you whose glory is an ocean. So here His Holiness Dalai Lama prays through the Buddhas, invoking the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and disciples to heed the lamentations of truth. And he prays the entire teaching of the Buddha, which dispels all the torments of existence and peace, spreads to benefit the whole wide world with help and happiness. And may the upholders of the teaching flourish in the practice of the 10 activities of the Dharma. And his prayers, in short, Lord, protect our Avalokiteshvara in the presence of the conquerors and bodhisattvas, I pray. Take under your care the Buddha field of the land of snows, that the good results of the vast aspirations you have made right now may swiftly come about. By the profound dependent rising of absolute nature and emptiness and appearance, the power of the three jewels, compassion, the strength of the words of truth, and the infallible force of cause and effect, may these, our aspirations to the truth, be accomplished without any hindrance. May we never be separated from the perfect teacher. May we always be guided by
나